Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard. I am Penge and welcome back to Farm Manager 2021, where of course we are having a go at the carrot cake scenario, as voted for by you lovely people out there, and this is the farm that we have so far to help us make lots of lovely carrot cakes, or possibly just one massive carrot cake. I'm not entirely sure, if I'm honest. The instructions for the scenario are not entirely clear, but whatever the case, we need to make carrot cake, whether it be lots of little ones or one absolutely gigantic one, I don't know, but carrot cake is certainly the order of the day. And you might be looking at this farm thinking, hang on a minute, hang on. This does not look like a farm that is geared to making carrot cake. You don't need sheep over here to make a carrot cake. You don't need cows. You don't need black currants. You don't need honey from over here. Okay, you've got chickens, so you've got eggs. So that's about the only cake ingredient you've got on this farm. What is going on? This is not a carrot cake producing farm. And you would be right with that, but we're getting ourselves some lovely, consistent income from the milk and the eggs and the wool and the black currants. And then we can use that money to develop our farm further. Because if we just dive straight in and try to get the carrots and the colza and the wheat and all this kind of stuff here, if we try to get that done really early on, I think that would have gone very badly indeed, because a lot of these things require machinery to actually be done at any kind of great speed, and the machinery is very, very expensive. So we would have struggled, we might have had to take out loans and all that kind of complicated stuff. So this way, we're building up a nice bit of money first, nice sort of consistent source of lovely income, and then we can go from there. So I think what we'll do is, to start today, I think we'll do some skills training. Let's actually sort of skill up some of our staff members, because we have 10 people now, 10 lovely staff members looking after animals and going over here into the greenhouses and all that kind of stuff. So I think we level them up a little bit. Now, I don't think we're going to be able to level them all up to the maximum that we can, because we don't have that much money right now. But even if we just level them up a tiny, tiny bit, it makes them a little bit better at their job. So let's go and have a look at who we can actually improve here. So we've got Lowry Burgess. Let's spend 1,800 money on making you very, very good at dealing with plants, because it says there, the skill to care for plants affects the size of the harvest. So we invest this now, a little bit expensive, but then from that point onwards, the size of harvest, when she works on it, is going to be a bit bigger, which means we get more stuff, we can sell more stuff, we make more money. So, we'll get that back in the long run. So let's do that. So there you go. She is now absolutely wonderful at working with plants. We might have to leave the endurance, I think. We might leave that. We'll come back and do that another time. Right, Arlo Spencer, let's get you up to level 3 of plants. And Mohammed Jones, you're working with, where are you? You're in the chicken coop. Yeah, you're not great at working with animals, are you? Okay, so let's up your skill. How much money have we got? 48,200. Let's go again. Okay, so you're now 3 out of 5 on working with animals, which is good. Maya Dixon, have another point of plants, please. Anna O'Neill, I think you're working with animals. Oh, yes. Let's max out your skill with animals. There we go. This is all good. I think we can get down to about 30 grand. I think 30 grand is okay on sort of leveling up the staff. It should be fine. Right, Anna O'Neill. Did we just do Anna O'Neill? We might have just done Anna O'Neill. I can't remember. Gabriel Fletcher. Here we go. Yeah, I think we did Anna because Gabriel was next. So, okay, 1 point for you, my good sir. And then Archie Parsons, who looks a little bit like Gabriel Fletcher. That's a slightly strange coincidence. Okay, but there we go. Here we go. 1,800. That gets you right up to the top level of plants, which is all very good. And then Alice Shaw, you're absolutely amazing at working with bees. You can be no better at working with bees. Well done. And then we have 2 people over here. So we've got Benjamin. So let's get you working with animals a tiny bit better. And then Lucas. Yes, let's get that up a little bit. Do you know what? You've got endurance, so we'll get that up to the middle sort of value there. You didn't have endurance. Who had endurance over here that we could put a point in? Lowry's got 3. Mohammed Jones here. Let's give you a point of endurance, so you're up to 3 out of 5. There we go. That's much better. So now our people are just a little bit better at doing their jobs. I don't think we're going to see any great sort of massive difference, but I think things, that's helped out a little bit. We'll get some more stuff out of here. We'll get some more things out of the greenhouses. They'll work better over there with the animals. They'll work better with the bees and such like. So, overall, it's going to help. It's going to be a nice thing. And now I think what we do is, because we still have 34,500 farm manager monies, we need some decor. We need some decor, because if we just go and try and find a worker, hello there. So your happiness is just ordinary. You're not sad, but you're not happy either. And that's because we have no decor. we've got no lovely sort of, pot plant type things. Potted plants, sorry, we call them pot plants in the UK. It's not that kind of pot plant. Potted plants. Plants in a pot, if you wish. So yeah, let's get some of those in, shall we? Let's get some of the lovely decorative items in. So let's go and get ourselves some nice, I like the, where are they? Where are the big ones? The flowers boxes. Everybody likes these. So we'll pop one of those just there. And then can we pop one right outside the worker house? So when anybody leaves that house, they go past that and it puts a smile on their face. And we shall do exactly the same thing just there. Okay, that's good. We'll put one just there as well. And then come out of that. Let's go back into here. Let's get some lovely sort of regular sort of yellow flowers boxes. Pop some on that corner there. That's all very nice. Still got over 30 grand. So, we're not wasting all of our money on sort of decoratives. Not yet anyway. And then we'll get some nice sort of red ones here. We'll pop one there outside the sort of beekeeper cottage. Well, let's put two outside the beekeeper cottage because, they deal with bees and bees like flowers. So that's quite good. And then I think we want one on that corner as well. We need something outside this chicken coop here as well. Hang on a second. Can we put something different out there? How about purple flowers there? There we go. Purple flowers there. We want something outside our house, actually. I'm going to put some purple flowers outside our own house. The thing here, the warehouse, yeah, that's got something outside. Okay, what about the barn? The barn needs something. How about some nice boxes? Oh, I always think these are going to be bigger than they are. Do you know what? We'll just pop sort of 4 boxes like that. And then we'll put a couple there and a couple there going along. Okay, very nice. And then I think, oh yeah, on the way into here, on the way into the greenhouses, we need some lovely things. So let's get some yellow boxes. Just put one there, one just there, and one just there. Marvellous. And then the last thing we want is things outside the sheep shed thingamabobs. Do you know what? We've got those. So let's put that there and put that there. There we go. That is much better. Now, hopefully, when people go wandering about, we should see them becoming a little bit happier because, of course, they're wandering past lovely things. So not quite yet. Oh, hang on. That's field quality. You're happy because of the field quality, but you're not happy because of the lovely decorations we put around. Hang on, you. There we go. They are 15% happier because of the decorations. However, we do have a bit of a problem there because they're a little bit sad because they're being told to do manual labour. I mean, that's kind of how greenhouses work, I'm afraid. I don't really think if we were to try and drive a tractor through the greenhouse, I think that might end quite badly. Okay, so I've moved time on a little bit and the money is absolutely rolling in. Look at that. We've got now 95,233 farm manager monies, which is wonderful. It is very, very welcome indeed. So I think what we might do is, I think we might get another greenhouse. I think our people can cope with working in a third greenhouse. Because these two here, they're doing well with these, but I'm pretty sure there are points when these greenhouses don't need any attention. The plants are in, they've been sprayed with everything, and that's kind of it. They don't need to do anything else. And there must be times when that is, the same story for both of those greenhouses. So our workers are just sitting about at home, kicking their heels, not doing anything, and we're paying them for that. We're paying them to do absolutely nothing at all. So that's not acceptable. We can't have that kind of thing going on. So how about we get another greenhouse? I think that would be a very good idea. So we can afford it because it's 7,000 farm manager monies and we have quite a lot of it right now. So we can absolutely afford it. So pop that in just there. That's not going to take too long. Now, here's a question. What can we put in here? Can we put carrots in one of these? Can we put carrots into a greenhouse? I imagine we could. I imagine it's one of the things. Yay for the rooftop completion dance. Hello. Right, so go into here. Can we do carrots? Yes, we can. We can put carrots into a greenhouse. Now the question is, do we want to do that? So yes, if we start doing this, it will make a dent. Hang on a minute, come out of that. It'll make a dent into this goal here. We need to produce 16,500 kilograms of carrots. But is it worth it? Is that really going to help? Or do we just wait, save up the money, and then at some point when we have quite a bit of cash, just build a massive field, just a huge field where we can put lots of carrots and have all the requisite farm equipment and such like? I think that might be the best deal, rather than producing a teeny tiny amount of carrots and it not really making a dent. And also, how profitable are carrots? Hang on, let's have a look. They're hardly worth anything. So yes, we'd be going toward this goal, but they're not really worth much in terms of the actual yield we get from them. So yeah, let's not do that now. Is the best yield? Hang on. Hang on. Are they bio ones? Yeah, they're bio ones. So yeah, let's go and do that again. We might as well have some bio things going on. So black currants, 6.9 for 50 days. I don't think we're going to beat that still. I think it's going to be another black currant. Now see, red peppers are more. They actually make more in terms of the yield, but they grow a lot slower. 88 days until they're done. I mean, strawberries are not too far off. Raspberries, yeah, 95 days for 7,700. So yes, it certainly is looking like the blackcurrant might be it. What about strawberries? 50 days, 4.9, or tomatoes, 78 days, 5,600. No, it looks like blackcurrants are still the sort of the most efficient thing to grow in the greenhouses. So yes, we'll have some more of those, please, and we will indeed irrigate the greenhouse there, so they don't have to go in and water it themselves, because that just sounds a little bit tiresome. So there we go, wonderful. Now let's send them no workers. There we go, wonderful. Right, so this one here, I think they're actually harvesting this. So 2 of them are in here. So Lowry and Archie are in there grabbing us some lovely blackcurrants. This one is just patiently just growing them. It's been sprayed. So like this, look, they don't need to do anything with that. 12 days are going to go by and they don't even need to go in here. They might want to poke their head in and make sure that everything's okay. But mostly they can leave that alone for 12 days. So now they can turn their attention to these ones here. And I think they can do this. I think there might be occasionally, we might see things like that every so often. But for the most part, I think they can deal with those 3 greenhouses there. Now over here, why don't we get some more sheep in as well? Because we can absolutely afford this. Oh, this is wonderful. Right, hang on. No, that's not where sheep go. There we go. Sheep go into one of these. And where is it? A small shed. Pop the sheep in the shed. Right, we'll have another one of those, please. Is it within range of power? Yes, just. Okay, so get that in. And then we want that to be constructed. Hello, rooftop dance people. Splendid stuff. Right, is there a person that can work with animals that's not really expensive? You, Ivy Hardy. You've got animals and you've got no skill in animals. You're willing to learn about animals and you have a bit of endurance. In fact, you're hardy. Hardy by name, hardy by nature. Yes, we'll hire you, Ivy, and we shall pop you immediately into there. And then, because we're nice, we will spend a little bit of money. We've just gone over 100 grand. We'll spend a bit of money on making sure that you're actually quite good at working with animals. There we go. Wonderful. So you're up to 3 out of 5 at working with animals. Okay, that's good. And then in here, hang on. What have we got? Organic food, all of it. Okay, let us buy some sheep. Let's see if the game can work out how to buy the right amount of sheep this time. Yay, there we go. And organic food, all of that, please. Okay, right. Now we might start seeing problems with the food supply. We might need to up the amount that we're auto buying in. But for now, I think it should be okay. So there we go. Another lot of sheep are in. This is more sort of milk that we can sell, more wool we can sell, and overall more profit. I mean, we just built that. We just built that sheep pen shed thingamajig. I mean, how much was that? That was, if we go over and have a look, that was 18 grand. So 18 grand, and we bought the sheep in as well. And already we're back up to almost 100 grand. So the money is coming in very nicely indeed. It's autumn, everybody. There we go. Right, autumn time. Oh, hang on. Very important job. Decoratives. Let's keep it consistent, I think. Let's pop that just there by the door so everyone can see that and feel all happy about life and such like. Is it worth replacing these roads? I was thinking about this last time. Can we just go over the top of them? I think we can with proper roads. No, we can't just go over the top of them. Okay, hang on a second. Hang on. I think it might be worth replacing these kind of rubbishy roads. And the thing is, I'm a little bit scared that we're going to delete other things. Oh, that's a slightly weird effect. So as we delete things, as we delete the road, the rain is still falling. That's a bit strange, game, but okay, right. Hang on. Let's go very carefully remove all of these roads, and then we shall replace them with actual proper roads, not kind of, dirt track type things. Okay, so all the tracks have been removed. The game has gone into a bit of a meltdown. The game is very, very concerned about things right now, but don't worry, game, we're on it. Absolute. Game, why can't we build road just there? Oh, game, don't tell me you're having one of your moments. Hang on a second. Hang on. Right. Build a road down there. Maybe I need to move time on the tiniest bit. There we go. Just move time on, because we should be able to build... Why can't we build roads, game? Hang on a minute. We can build a road there. We can't build a road there. Is it the decor? Is it the decoratives? Although we just built the road there and there's a decorative item there. Oh no. I think it might be. Yeah, look, it's the decorative items. Oh, botherations. Okay, right, hang on. Yeah, it's the ones that jut out. Okay. Yep, that's, for some reason, that's a bit of a problem. Oh, this is all very sad. Right, hang on a minute. Get rid of that. Yeah, okay. Oh, don't get rid of the animals. No. Let's not do that. Let's be very, very careful. Oh, that means we have to get rid of all of these. Oh, this is heartbreaking stuff. Okay, fine. All for the sake of progress. Right, okay. In goes a road. And in goes some more road bits. There you go. Are you happy now? And just for the sake of it, we will put that road back round there. And do you know what? We'll connect that bit up as well. We'll sort of connect that up just to make life a little bit easier for people. There we go. Right, and now hang on a second. This is unacceptable. Now we need to put all those things back. I can't quite recall what we had. Maybe a purple one there, and a purple one there, and a purple one there. And then, yeah, these had the nice boxes out the front. And then let's have red ones. I think they were yellow before. We'll have red ones this time. So 1, and I didn't want to click that, but never mind. 2, 3, and 4. And of course, outside the new one. Splendid. There we go. Right. I think everything's back. I think the transport network should be in place. Although this is a farm manager game, so I'm not counting on it. Let's just make sure that people actually are able to, walk along the road and such like. It seems fine. It seems absolutely fine. There's nothing outside the cowshed door. That's also unacceptable. Hang on a minute. Hang on. What about this lovely long flowers box? I like that. We'll put one there and one there. Marvellous. Okay, and are people still happy about the decor? Yes, 15% happier because of lovely, lovely flowers everywhere. There you go. Right, so it was well worth doing all that kind of stuff, putting the decor down. Slightly weird about the roads, but never mind. Everything is fine now. And I think whilst we're here, we should do a little bit of training because it is quite useful, particularly this one here. Farm Financial Management Training reduces bills by 2%. Not much, but it's better than nothing. And of course, the earlier we do this, the more savings we make in the long run. So it only takes 7 days and it's £2,000. So let's just get that done. Let's get that underway right now. And there we go, 7 days left. That's not a problem. I mean, yeah, we've gone back over £100,000 again, which is always very nice. So I think we'll try and work through a few of those. We'll try and get through a few training things. We won't do all of them. And I don't think we'll do any of the grand, sort of big, exciting things. I don't think we'll tackle the one which takes a year and £100,000, because that would be slightly unnecessary, I feel. But yeah, we'll do some of them. I mean, maybe the one that brings the cost of machinery down. That could be quite useful, because at some point we are going to need to buy machinery. So that could come in quite handy. How are we doing over here? How are we doing? Okay, that is ready to harvest. So 2 of them are in there doing... Oh, I think they just finished. The harvest. Oh, okay, right, hang on. Call the fire department. The apple trees are on fire. In the middle of a rainstorm, but okay. Fire department, quick. Come and save the apples. Oh, do you know what, though? Baked apples. Lovely baked apples. There we go. Thank you, fire service. And, I mean, the fire is... Fire service, the fire's not out. Okay, right, it's still burning a bit here. I imagine the game considers that to be dealt with. Okay. I mean, the field is still hibernating. They're just now, toasty and hibernating. Okay. Disaster averted. I mean, at least it wasn't any of the other buildings, because I think they have to get replaced. I think the buildings do get damaged, and you have to possibly pay to repair them. I'm not entirely sure, but whatever the case, I don't know. But that's fine. It was the kind of fairly useless and not really doing anything apple field over there, so not too bothered. But thank you, fire people. Thanks for turning up and helping us out a bit. And the training is complete, which is wonderful. So now our bills are just 2% cheaper, which, isn't great. It's not massive, but it's better than nothing. And now I think we do this. Practical training in negotiation skills. Reduce the price of machines on the stock market by 10%. 20 days, £6,500. We can afford to do that, absolutely. I mean, we're not going to see the results of that for quite some time. I don't think we shall be buying any kind of farm machinery this year. I think it might have to be, we'll get to winter, we'll skip through winter, because I don't imagine we have any field works to get sorted. And then when we come back in the spring, I think that is when we can start getting, big fields of carrots and big fields of everything else, of colza and such like, all set up. But right now, I think it's just going to be, a case of getting through to winter and then seeing what we end up with in spring. I mean, there are still some things we could do. We could always get some more sheep in to make even more money, which is wonderful. So, we've got ourselves only 3 people in that worker house. So how about we get ourselves another 3 sheep pen things down there? And what's that? That's a huge increase in money. That's a huge, massive increase in farm manager monies coming in with just 3 more of those. Although we will have to definitely adjust the amount of food that we're buying in if we get 3 more of those, because that's gonna eat into the reserves. So how about we do that now? Let's get that done. Let's maximize profits before it gets to winter. So small sheds. So hang on a second, and they've got power, because there's the power thingamajigger. So 1 of those, 2 of those, 3 of those. Thank you. Pop a road in because that's kind of important. Wonderful. Right. Runtime on. There we go. Marvellous. 3 new sheep sheds all ready to go. So let's go into here and see if we have 3 people that are good at working with animals. Henry McCarthy is very, very good at working with animals. He could not be any better. And he's very affordable. He's really cheap. Henry, in you come. Absolutely, my good sir. Theodore Holmes. Wow. Okay, Theodore Holmes, you can solve some crimes around the place whilst you're here. Yeah, you're good and you're reasonable. That's fine. And Jake Stevenson, Machines and Animals, 1,211. Or Chloe Wood. She's got endurance. She has endurance. That's very good. She's a little bit more expensive, however. But I think now we're earning some good money. I think that'll be fine. I think she will pay for her own wages whilst working with the sheep. You know, she'll generate, help the sheep generate lots of milk and wool and that kind of stuff. So yeah, working in her sheep shed, she'll be able to pay back, we'll cover her wage sort of thing with the money we make from their product. So that's fine. Yeah, let's get Chloe in. There we go. And because we're nice, we will level people up, except Henry, who we can't level up because he's perfect. There you go. So you become very good at working with animals and you become a little bit better. In fact, we've got so much money. Let's just, can everybody just be leveled up to the max with regard to all this stuff? Have endurance. So that means you're really good. You can be good at working with animals. You can be better at working with animals and be, good at endurance. And you can be good at working with animals. Okay. We won't give him the machine skill because that is completely pointless for him. There we go. And we've still got 71 grand left. This is marvellous. Right, okay, so you go into there. You go into there. There we go. And you go into there. Splendid. And then we just got to do all this kind of stuff. So buy a load of sheep. Organic. Bop, 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 bop. And then into here. So buy a load of sheep, please. All of them. Organic. Tick all the stuff. And then buy a load of sheep, please. You know the deal by now, game. Come on. There we go. Right, and now I think what we do is I think we go into the auto trading options and we adjust this to have 100 units of each of the things that the sheeps have, I think. So all the organic stuff. There we go. I think that will make a bit of a difference. And we can turn something off. Hang on. Were we buying it? Yeah, we were buying in grass, whatever it is. Yeah, there we go. I think that should be fine. So we might see a little bit of a hit as we have to buy in some more sort of, food and provisions or what have you. But I think after that it'll be fine. They're going to make so much money. These places are going to make so much lovely, lovely farm manager monies for us. Apart from this place, which is saying, oh no, there's nothing for the sheep to eat. It's fine, game. It's fine. We're working on it. It's all good. We can pop over to the warehouse and put in here some lovely, what are they eating? Grass. Some lovely, lovely grass. The floor has grass on it. But okay, it's fine. Bring in some special grass or something. I don't know. There we go, though. And now the money is just going to roll in. The money is just going to absolutely pour in. And it shall be marvellous to behold. And yeah, now, I don't really know what we need to do except get through to winter. That's 66 days. Oh, hang on. We have an alert. The black currants. Oh, no. Oh, no. Which one is that? It's the new one. It's the new one. It's been cultivated. Hang on, what? No, it can't be that one. No, hang on. Why isn't the alert thing over the top of it? It's this one. I thought that had been sprayed. Okay, they've sprayed it. It's fine. Right, we don't have enough organic peas. But I imagine that's because they've not been delivered in, possibly. Hang on. Can we look up here? Can we check about the peas? So organic peas. So we'll see what's going on there. So organic grass. Well, we'll keep an eye on that. Just to look at those two. In fact, let's throw another one in. What about organic crops as well? Let's throw those onto the watch list. Just to see what that's looking like. Right. It just seems to me that everybody just went for peas. The sheep just got very, very hungry for peas. Oh, and there are some crops as well. But it's still looking fine. I think we still should be able to buy the stuff in. Right, we've gone down to 0 peas. But now it's back up to 100 peas. Do you know what? It might be worth slightly adjusting that. Just so we don't run out. 125 of each. It's fine. I think now we can afford it. I think it's okay. It's 125. There we go. That's much better. I feel a little bit happy with that. I kind of feel like that's a good number where we're not going to run out. We're not going to keep seeing little things popping up saying, oh, there's not enough peas or whatever, crops or whatever. So hopefully that should sort out any food shortages over with the sheep. And the training is complete. Wonderful stuff. Okay, what do we want to get next? What is worth getting? I mean, what's going to help? So reducing the price of land, not bothered. Price of bills by 5%. Again, it's a good thing. We save 5% of money every month. That's no bad thing at all. Strength of employees by 5%. That's 3 days for 500. Yeah, do that. That'll be done in absolutely no time. I mean, it's going to be done in 3 days' time. It's not no time, it's 3 days of time. But, you know, we're going on maximum speed. That will go by very, very quickly. And that just makes the employees 5% stronger, which means they can go out and do more things. They can be 5% more efficient, which is very good. Hang on, decoratives. We need some lovely decor to make the people over here all happy and smiley. How about we go for... Let's go for some of those again. I do like these sort of the long purple flower box things. So we'll pop them there. Do you know what? We'll put some either side of the door because we're nice like that. There we go. That looks very nice. That should keep everybody happy over there. And come on, let's complete that teeny tiny bit of very, very quick training. It should be done momentarily. And then we'll go and pick something else. There we go. Splendid. That was very, very cheap. And, you know, it'll make a little difference. 150 staff. Don't need that, I don't think. These could be helpful. These could be helpful. Reducing the probability of sort of, you know, the problems with the crops. That could be useful, I suppose. Increases the production rate of milk and eggs by 10%. Hang on. We can have that without the annual agricultural score. Oh, we can't do that. We can't do that. That's not allowed. That's taken off. Oh, yeah, okay. 3 days, 1.5 grand. And milk and eggs go up by 10%. I mean, that's our trade. We deal in milk from sheep and cows and eggs from the chickens over here. So that's going to make a huge difference to us. And now we have 169,000, almost 170 grand. That is very silly. Okay, right. This is all going very well. And winter starts in 46 days. So still quite some way off. I mean, is it worth 186 grand now? Is it worth taking a look at getting some fields in? Is it worth having a look at putting some fields down? Actually, do you know what we could do? We could upgrade our building here. 100 grand? No, 10 grand. Let's do that because that means we can build bigger fields. It's only 10 grand. I thought it was 100 grand, but no. 10 grand. Right, everybody, say bye-bye to the terrible garden furniture we've got out there, the rubbishy fallen apart tractor. Away with you, because we've upgraded to fancy pants house. There we go, lovely fancy pants house. Right. Okay, so that means we can build slightly bigger fields. And even though we just did that, we've now got 188 grand. So I don't think money is... Yeah, money's becoming slightly less of an object again. It will dwindle quite a lot when we buy all the farm machinery. But I still think it's fine. I still think it's going to be absolutely fine. Okay, do we want to start looking at getting fields in? How long's winter? 41 days. Or do we just run it along to... Just run it through to winter? Just go, yep, there we go. Winter's here, and then we can skip through, make a load of money, and come back. Or do we want to try and plan right now? Or do we just maximise what we've got and get more things in? I mean, where can the power reach on this thing? So we could, if we wanted to, run that back a little bit, run that road this way ever so slightly, and then just get 2 more sheep pen things in. And that means we get even more money from the sheep. And if we do that before winter, that means we reap the benefits of it when we skip winter and come back in the spring. Yeah, let's do that. Let's absolutely do that. Right, hang on. We want another road going up like that, because then they can very handily kind of slot in the middle. And I think what we'll do is, to try and maximise their time, to stop them having to walk all the way over there. I mean, it's not that far, is it? But in here, we could put a lovely, lovely manure storage. And you know what we'll do? Again, we'll do the old test. We'll put it next to the worker house. And if people complain and they don't like it, then maybe they should not be working on our farm. But if they're okay with it, then fine. They're the kind of, you know, the hardy, resilient people we want here. So yeah, let's do that, shall we? So, it's not a garage, it's a warehouse. Right, so pop that right there. That should not take too long to appear. And then in terms of animals, go over that way. Let's get another couple of hang on. Medium sheds? Hang on, what? When did we unlock medium sheds? They're not... Hang on. That's not a medium shed, is it? Oh, now I'm all a bit confused. Hang on. That's a small shed. That's a medium shed. Did we unlock medium sheds? That's not the right button page. Press the right one and we might find out. Hang on a second. When did that happen? When was that? Unlocks the second level for chicken coop, pigsty, cowshed and shed. Well, if I'd have known that it was there, I would have done that earlier. And then we could have had bigger chicken coops and bigger everything. Oh. Okay. Right. Oh, now I'm in a bit of a quandary because do we get a bigger one of those or do we get 2 smaller ones? Let's get 1 bigger one, shall we? Now we can. Let's do it. A medium shed it is. And we'll pop that. Let's put it on that side. Why not? We'll put that there. Very nice indeed. Right, so get that put together. And then we've got, what room have we got in there? Two spaces left in that house. So we'll get a couple of people in. I imagine that does need 2 workers anyway. So that fits quite nicely. There we go. The crane dropping things in. And yeah, that'll get done soon enough. How are we looking? Oh, we're not training. We're not training. Let's go and do some more training, shall we? What can we get now? Looking down here. Pigs, diseases of animals, poultry. Okay, not so bothered about some of this stuff. Okay, staff numbers. Not bothered. Speed of strength regeneration for seasonal workers. Speed of strength regeneration for permanent employees. So they get their strength back 15% quicker, which essentially means they're 15% more effective. Because they heal up 15% quicker so they can do stuff more. Yeah, okay, let's... Oh, hang on. That one there is 7 days for 2 grand. We'll get both of those done. Okay, so we'll do that and then we'll do the one above it. There we go. Right, so we're just making our workforce a bit better. And over here, why don't we just level everybody up? Because we've got massive piles of money once again. Apart from the skills they don't need. We won't level them up in skills they're not using. But, you know, endurance is always good. Yep, endurance, lots of that. Plants, we've still got 211 grand left. Okay, the money's becoming a bit of a non-object again. Right, there we go. Do you know what? I'm tempted to just go, it's fine, manufacturing. You're not going to use it, but do you know what? It just feels tidier. It just feels a bit better now that everybody is completely maximum skills. And there we go, the medium sheep shed is done. So let's have a look. Yeah, it needs 2 people. So are there 2 people that are good at working with animals? There's 1, Lola Hamilton. Okay, so she's all right in terms of wage and she's very good at working with animals. And yeah, that's fine. I mean, okay, it's a slightly higher wage than I would like. But again, like we said earlier, we're going to make that money back. She will make that money in a month. You know, we can pay her wages from, you know, what she makes from selling all of the milk and the wool and stuff. So in you come Lola Hamilton. Now, it's unfortunate there's only 1 person, but never mind, that's fine. Right, and then buy a load of sheep and buy all of the sheep for 8 grand. Yeah, sure, why not? That's 24 sheep. Lovely. Right, there we go. Give them all their lovely organic food. And then we just need to wait for a new person. We just need to wait for a new person to appear, and then we'll put them in there. And then, yeah, that's 2 worker houses full. So then we shall have 16 workers on our little farm here. Again, not really doing anything, you know, producing carrot cakey stuff. It's not an overly cakey farm right now, but we'll get there. We'll get there slowly but surely. You know, we're laying the groundworks here, and given the amount of money we've got, we're laying them very well. This is what we want to see. Millie Frost. Okay, wages, endurance, and animals. And animals is absolutely maxed out, so that is wonderful. In you come, Millie Frost. Right, Lola, become good at working with animals. And Millie, I think animals you are fine, but let's up your endurance. Wonderful. You go and work in there. That is brilliant. Okay, this is looking very, very nice indeed. The training is ticking over very nicely as well. Okay, I mean, lots of people in the comments were saying things about our orchard here. A lot of people were saying, well, hang on, get rid of the orchard. Just knock it down and put a carrot field in there or something. I think we keep the orchard. Let's keep it there because it was given to us. It's essentially a free, fully grown orchard. I mean, yeah, okay, it is a little bit dead. It's a tiny bit dead right now. It's gone into hibernation because we let it sort of get a little bit dry, but it's fine now. Do you know what we could do? 17,000. Hang on, how much money have we got? 243,000. Do you know what? Just to prove that we're going to keep this, just to really make a bit of a commitment to the apple orchard we've got here, let's irrigate it. Let's spend some money on irrigating it, and then it can be fully watered forevermore. Doesn't matter about the rain and such like, because I think at some point we will have enough people to go and actually work on this. We'll have enough people to go and get the apples off of those lovely trees. And yeah, it would be a shame to get rid of it because, you know, there's loads of trees here and the bees can probably go to those trees. Although Maybe not right now. It might be slim pickings for the bees at the moment. But at some point, when the trees are slightly less dead, then the bees might go over and have a nice time over there. So I think we will keep that. We will keep that. Oh, and thinking of bees. Bees like flowers. Hang on a second. Lovely decor. Let's have... Do you know what? Let's have a bit of a mix. Let's have one of those and one like that. Wonderful. And do you know what? Just because we haven't got one round here, let's pop one of those there in between those two buildings, just sort of peeping through. And one just there. Very nice indeed. Okay, happy with that. They've got some, haven't they? Yep, they've got some along there. And just to make the manure storage look, a little bit nicer, let's put a lovely, lovely little sort of little pot of flowers outside it. There we go, everybody. Look, it's beautiful over here now. Just cover your noses. Oh, and whilst I was whiffling on that training completed, hang on a minute. Hang on. Let's go and do the other bit that we were going to do. So where was it? It was to do with strength of the permanent employee. So that one there, 14 days, 4 grand. Absolutely fine. I mean, that's very tempting as well. Strength of employees up by 20%. That's very good. But let's get them having a bit of strength regeneration. Let's get them back up on their feet and out and about again, doing some stuff 15% quicker. So again, 4 grand. Right now, that's nothing. That's nothing at all. 4 grand is, it's loose change now. We're making so much money. That's just stuff we keep lying around. We find 4 grand down the back of the sofa and stuff. I've just realised that we don't have a vet. I think having a vet would be a very, very good thing to have. So where can this fit in? Because they are quite big buildings. However, they also do have a very big radius. I think what we'll do is we'll fit the vet in just there. The vet can go just there, and that covers pretty much everything. That'll be absolutely fine. Because, we have got a lot of animals. Our economy is based on animals, and, a little bit of fruit over here, but mostly animals. So I think, we do need a vet to actually make sure that they don't get sick and die and such like, because that would be bad, and also very sad as well, of course. Oh, botherations. Right, okay, so the vet's is in, but it has no power, so they can't turn the lights on at the vet's, right? Hang on a second. Right, we'll pop one of those right on that corner, and then... where can we connect that up? I don't want it running through the middle of the things like that. Hang on. What happens if we do that? Does it kind of build a lovely, neat kind of thing connecting up like that? Or does it literally slap the sort of the power pole things through the middle of the sheep pens? Shall we see what happens? We'll press that. And it literally just does go through. Oh no, look, it builds it into the corners. Oh, that's clever. So it goes across the roof here, and then there's a bit there. Then it finds a gap just there. Like there's a tiny gap where one of those can fit. And then across there. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. I thought it was going to be right in the middle of the sheep pens. Looking slightly ungainly. But no, that's fine. There we go. And the good news is the vets can turn the lights on. Which is, very handy indeed. And now they can get on with doing, vet stuff. Go and look at animals and look at hooves and, I don't know, whatever else vets do. Vet stuff. And our training is done. We've completed the workshop for ergonomic arrangement of rooms for permanent employees, which sounds really, really exciting. I mean, I'm sorry I couldn't attend in person, but there we go. Somebody went and, did that for us, and they've learnt all the useful things that were in that particular workshop. So there we go. Our workers are getting their strength back 15% quicker, which is very nice. And now we have a bit of a choice to make. I think we should either look at reducing our bills by 5%, because, that's a good number. 2% is okay. 5% savings on your bills, that's quite good. I wouldn't mind that in real life. I think that'd be quite nice. That would save a good amount of money across a year. Or do we go for this? Increases the minimum price of products and crops by 10%, because that's going to be quite useful when we go over winter. Because when we go over winter, if we skip it, that means that everything we sell over winter is going to be worth 10% more. I think that might be better. That might be a better option. Yes, that's quite nice. Reducing bills is good. Getting 10% more for the things we're selling is even better. So let's go for that. 14 days, 2.5 grand. How long until winter? 2 days. Oh, okay. I wonder. Yes, that'll finish. That will finish in the middle of winter, and then we should get the effect of that. I imagine that should happen. So we'll just wait for winter to roll around, I think. Everybody just get ready for the snow, the inevitable snow that's going to come. The instant winter happens. Because, this is a video game, and that's how they signify winter, with snow pretty much everywhere for the entirety of winter. That happens a lot in video games. There we go. Winter is here, frost is coming, the end of field work. Not so bothered. We don't have much in the way of fields. So there we go. I think what we do is we skip through winter. Now, can we skip through winter? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Wonderful. So let's have a look. So we're going to pay out about 60 grand in wages. Hang on, how much have we got now? About 400 grand. The money's become silly again. We've gone into silly money land. Okay, so 400 grand. So we're going to spend about 60 grand on wages, about 16 grand on food. The vet we pay a bit of money to, but that's fine because, you know, they keep our animals alive and such. And production, nothing. Cost of maintaining buildings, just over 3 grand. That's really nothing at all. Animal products is going to make us 766,000 monies. No factories, no wind turbines. Yeah, okay, let's skip winter, and that training will be done when we come back. So there we go, we're skipping winter. The training is done, and it's now March, which is wonderful. Let's start some more training, shall we? Let's press the right button and then start some more training. Let's get the bills down now then. Let's do that one. 10 days, 2 grand, not a problem. And we are millionaires once again. Hooray! We're millionaires, everybody. It took us about a year in game, but we're a millionaire. Again, wonderful stuff. Okay, I mean, this is good. So I think what we should do is now, I think we can look at getting fields. I think we can put 3 fields out. So a carrot field, a colza field, and a wheat field. And the thing is, where do we want to put those things? I think they would fit quite nicely over here somewhere. So we have ourselves a little hub of machinery just here, like we've seen it before in previous ones, and then have a field here, and then possibly 2 smaller fields at the edge. Possibly that might be how it works. Okay, hang on. Let's get the things in first. So get the garages in, and I think we just go straight for. Let's just go for these. Hang on, and we'll put them sort of sideways on. I think like that, and then hang on. How far do they reach? They reach across the entirety of the 1 square we've got. I don't think we need to buy any more sort of tiles. I think we can do everything on this 1 square. So how about we go to there and we place down a thing. So put something there and then hang on, have something backing onto it like that. Hang on, right, power. Very important. Let's get the power sorted. Yay for power. Oh, hang on. Yay for power. There we go. Right, and then, oh, hang on, just connect it there. There we go. Right, everything's plugged in. Marvellous. They don't have roads, but that's fine. We can sort that out. So drag a road down there, drag a road down there. Okay, good. So now we've got somewhere to put some machinery. And I think what we do is we replicate that. I'm trying to make it go into that 1 square, but it wouldn't let me. Okay, fine. Fine game. Be like, oh, now I've built a thing toward the bees. Away with you. Right, there. And then we'll have that same arrangement across the other side. So have that like that, and have that spinning round like that. Yeah, there we go. I thought they didn't have power for a second, but no, it's all fine. Run that to there, and that to there. Is that going to be enough? I don't think it is. I don't think that's going to be enough. Okay, and do you know what? Just to make it different, let's have some garages then. We'll put a garage there and a garage there. That should be enough. Surely that's everything we need to manage what? Potentially 4 fields. So 2 big fields of one of the type of things we need. So a big field of carrots, say, a big field of wheat, and 2 smaller fields of colza. In fact, no, we need more colza than wheat. So massive field of carrots, big field of colza, 2 smaller fields of wheat. I think that's what we try and go for. So how big can we actually make the fields now? How big can they be? They can be that big. Okay, that's fine. So how about we have a field right there? Just pop a field in. 28,800. It makes no difference to us. It means nothing to us, Vienna, because we have so much money now. So we'll just pop that there. So that can be one utterly massive field. And then we'll get another utterly massive field in just there. Okay, this is fine. So then we need to make sure that we produce regular carrots, not organic carrots, because it doesn't say organic over the thing. So regular, ordinary carrots. So, yeah, carrot seeds. Yes, please. Hang on a second. That should be colza, because that's near the bees. Hang on a second. Change of plans. Colza. Colza, please. Oh, hang on. Colza turns into colza and straw. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. We get something else from it. How much is that going to be? 57 grand. Yeah, we'll irrigate it. Why not? Because we can. Yeah, we'll irrigate that as well. Hey, we've got 800 grand now. How will we cope? That can be carrots. Okay, this is fine. There we go. That shows the fertilizer we're using. And because it's not sort of a lovely sort of bio product thing, then yeah, we're using regular fertilizer. We're not using the manure. We're using some sort of chemical fertilizer type thing. Yeah, okay, that's fine because it's not an organic good. And then we need 2 fields of wheat. So how exactly are we going to fit those in? So that can go down there like that. That's fine. And that should be enough. Oh, do you know what we need? We need a worker house. We need some people to do the work. Hang on a second. That would help, wouldn't it? Right, pop that there. That should hopefully... Hang on. So I got power? I'd like to think it has. Yeah, there we go. Wonderful. And then, yeah, we need some warehouses over here as well somewhere. Preferably over here. But, okay, we'll get that built first. We'll get those things put together. And then where do we put the wheat fields? I mean, I'm kind of thinking we just put one here and one here. And then just sort of leave it like that. That would be okay. Hang on. So get a road. Bring that all the way down. Get a road. Bring that all the way down. And then we just have 2 wheat fields. So one like that. Hang on. How big is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I go... hang on. I'm trying to work out how big it is in comparison to that field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the other field. Yeah, it's they're a little bit short compared to the other ones. They're a little bit smaller. Hopefully we will be fine with that sort of thing. I'm sure it'll be okay. It'll all be fine. Right, that one there. That one there. And we shall mark that as... let's just go into here as wheat. And that one there as, search for it, wheat. Okay, so now we have those kind of laid out, and yes, we'll irrigate it, and yes, we'll irrigate it. Wonderful stuff. Okay, right. Very happy with this. Very happy. Oh, just noticed a slight technical problem there. We might struggle getting round the side. We'll have to just drive over the field. It's fine. I was thinking we could get a road round the side, but we can't get a road round that one. We've got a road round here. That's all fine. We'll run that down to there, look. That's all fine. And we'll bring that round the back of those fields. Can't do that over here, unfortunately. The best we could offer is to bring it round the back of our fancy pants house and then sort of bring it along like that. That's a bit rubbish, isn't it? It's a bit rubbish. Do you know what we could do? What we could do with that? We could just buy this tile. Do you know what? I said we weren't going to buy tiles. Let's buy a bit of land. Let's buy this bit. 65 grand. Yeah, why not? Yay, we've bought a thing. Right, and then what we can do is we can just... we could make them bigger. We've just irrigated them, haven't we? We just irrigated those fields. We could have made them a bit bigger. Do they need to be bigger? Hang on, what was the yield? What was the yield of that, actually? I didn't actually look at what the yield was. Wheat. Estimated yield size, 12,364.8. We need to produce 100,000 kilograms of the stuff. So hang on. So that's going to require multiple. That would need, I mean, 2 of them. We've got 2 of them. That's going to need quite a lot of harvest on that. Do you know what? I know we have just irrigated these, but we are quite rich. It'll be fine. I think what we do is let's get rid of one of them. Get rid of, say, that one. Make that one significantly bigger. And keep that one like that. This annoys me a bit just here. I don't like this just here. Oh, that's... Okay, never mind. We can't do anything about it. Do you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to get rid of that. Bye-bye field. And then here, we're going to make another huge field. That can be of lovely wheat. There we go. And we shall do that for whatever money it costs. Because money is seemingly no object again. Right, do that. Bring that all the way down to the roadside. That down to there. And we'll have... Don't know what we can put there yet. We'll work out whether we need more buildings. Okay, good stuff. And then, do you know what? We'll have that coming down. Do we just make that another massive field? Why do we... What? Do you know what? Yeah, do you know what? I'm changing my mind. I'm all over the place. I'm dithering. Some good old classic Geek Cupboard dithering is going on. There we go. Much better. Wheat everywhere. And there we go. Bit coming down like that. Going to there. And going to there. Splendid. Okay, so 2 big wheat fields. I suppose, yeah, we do need some more wheat because we're making wheat flour. So we do need somewhere for the actual wheat to, go. And then colza. We're having 1 field of colza and 1 lot of carrots. Again, colza, we might want to start... I mean, do we want to build ourselves a factory and buy some colza in and start working on producing the slightly vast-sounding 100,000 litres of colza oil? Do we want to do that? I don't think we do that right now. I don't think we do that at the moment. Right, so those fields are there. They're going to have a bit of a panic, and it's got a little bit cold. Okay, that's fine. A little bit chilly. Right, so these fields are all going to need machines and all that sort of stuff. It's all going to get very stressy. But yeah, all the fields are set to only use machines. So nobody's going to run out of the houses over here and try and, work on them by hand, which would be, let's be honest, impractical, I think we could say. Oh, I've just noticed something that's very slightly irritating. It's going to irritate me a tiny little bit as we go through this kind of scenario run. These fields are not lined up. I thought they were lined up, but they're not. So these fields here are one square over to the left as we look at it now. So, of course, they've got this road here. So these fields are in that position because there's a road. Up here, that road does not continue. So these fields here are kind of one square over to the right as we look at this, which means that these roads here are not lined up. Look, they're not lined up. So the roads at the end of the big fields are slightly offset, which that's just going to grate on my nerves. That's just a little niggling kind of inconsistency that's just going to be really irritating. Look at that. This kind of horrible road junction now. That's going to be really awkward to navigate in a massive tractor or whatever. But there we go. Never mind. Slight technical issue going on there. But, Joe, it's fine. At least the fields are in. At least everything is in. We have got a number of warnings, but I imagine it's just about machinery. Yeah, it's just kind of going, whoa, we've got no tractors or anything. You need to buy some farm equipment, please. What we'll do is, let's just get this training done. Got 5 days left until that training is complete. Let's just get that out of the way. Okay, so the training is complete. I completely missed the notification. I was looking at something else at the kind of, the animal side of the farm and did not see it. But there we go. So it's done. Now, what do we do next? I'm thinking this might be quite good. Workshop on Production Management 1 increases the rate of production by 10%. Now, right now, that will do entirely nothing at all because we have no production buildings. That's kind of like factories and stuff. So we've got none of those. So right now, that's going to do entirely nothing. But when we get in the mill to make the wheat flour, and when we get in the oil factory to make the colza oil, that means that if this is done by that point, they will work 10% quicker, which is no bad thing. We can get to our goals 10% faster, which is always very good indeed. So I think we should get that. I think that is very good. And then if we wanted to treat ourselves, we could go to the sequel. I mean, it's amazing they made a sequel. Workshop on Production Management 1 was already good enough, but they made a sequel, Workshop on Production Management 2. I mean, the name needs work, but, it's still very good. Rate of production up by 15%. And then, if we were feeling incredibly flash, we could go up to the third part of Workshop on Production Management, the final part, the conclusion of the trilogy, and we could get 20% production increase, which again is no bad thing. That is no bad thing. So it takes a long time. It takes 90 days. So I think we'll start this now, and then by the time it's done, we might actually have some crops and things. We might have some things for production buildings to work on. So let's get that done, shall we? 5 grand, 90 days. That is very much underway. So what I think we'll do is, we will finish up for now because I am very happy with where we've got to. We've got our fields kind of lined up to be, sort of planted and such like. Next time out, we need to buy our machines. We need to spend quite a bit of money on buying machines, although the machines are 10% cheaper, which is wonderful stuff. So we can save a little bit of money there. However, we do have over 500,000 farm manager money. So I know some of the machines are expensive, like the combines. I think we'll be fine. I think it'll be absolutely fine. So next time we shall buy lots of lovely farm equipment, lots of ploughs and cultivators, and of course, many, many lovely tractors. We'll get some people to actually go drive them around and such, and then we'll see what we can do from there. Get carrots, we'll get some colza, we'll get some wheat, and then we need to get the production buildings in, and then I think we'll be looking pretty good to get all these goals sorted. I think we can get those things done pretty quickly. They'll certainly be done by the end of this in-game year. By the end of 2022, we will have completed this stuff. So I expect we'll finish this next time out. But yeah, we're starting out quite well next time. We've got a good base to work from, and I think it's all looking very, very good indeed. It's looking a little bit more like a farm that might be making carrot cake now, which, we haven't been for a while. We've been looking like a very nice farm, but no one would come here and go, this is the carrot cake farm, is it? But now when we have carrots in the ground, ingredients that we can use to make cake and such, then yes, people will start seeing us as the premium, premium supplier of carrot cake products. So we'll see what we can do next time out, but we will finish up for the moment. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Farm Manager 2021 and the carrot cake scenario. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. I really hope I don't have to send children down into coal mines or whatever, because I would feel like a terrible person. Hello, robot, and I shall call you Alan. Still some homeless people, still hungry people, still sick people. Okay, if you try and reach London, you will end up frosty and dead. Great big human lollipop.